What a fucking day.
I'm in here at 9:30, sitting in my dressing gown.
We've got fucking tools getting broken.
Because if all we're doing is earning more revenue, it's great for the ego, but it's not going to pay the bills.
I am this close to thinking, right, fuck it. Do you want this job or do you not want the job? So, and one of them replied with, I'm leaving. Morning guys, it's Tuesday, so obviously weren't with you on Monday because it was bank holiday, and this weekend is probably the first weekend, well the first bank holiday weekend in a long time where I've said to myself, not going to do any work, you know, nothing to do with work. I needed that time off, I just needed the headspace, yeah, I needed a bit of a reset, and it did me the world of good. So went out, did a bit of walking with my missus. Luke, have a look up there. Yeah, and, you know, just generally just relaxed and trying to watch a couple of films with the wife and went out for some food. Went and had a look around a shopping centre, which I hated, but it's just time away, isn't it? But yeah, and then got back this morning, not the best start at all. We've had one guy call in, one of the bricklayers, right at the last minute, basically dropping us in the shit. So I think the reason is him and another one of the lads have been off doing a foreigner over the weekend, probably knackered, couldn't be arsed today. Obviously not long just got paid as well. So yeah, the other lad turned up late. He was meant to be picking someone up, so he's standing around waiting. And then we've got things like you send, you know, because one lad called in sick, we've sent another lad to another job just to do some lintels. Gets there, hasn't got any equipment to cut the lintel, so it's like, fuck's sake. So, you know, tradesmen should have their own tools, to the point where I've actually bought him a grinder, a big 9-inch grinder. It's been left in the garage on the other job now, it should be in his car. So, yeah, not the best start, but we've cleaned it all up. Dylan's running round now, which I'm not happy about because he's not paid to fucking run round after tradesmen. Yeah, but he's getting it sorted, so he's gone out to sort that out. We've also got a pre-plaster inspection tomorrow, so I want him to make sure that everything's ready. I'm not sure whether I should have kind of gone with him. I'm giving him that bit of rope that he needs, you know what I mean? That kind of giving him that responsibility. So, but I'm still trying to train him. So it's difficult to know when to let go and when to kind of hold hands and stuff like that. But I've let him get on with it. He's gone up there. I've given him an idea on a list on what stuff wants doing. So hopefully all of that gets done today, and then pre-plaster inspection just flies by tomorrow. Because that's what would normally happen when I was involved. I'd make sure everything was sorted. I'd be there to meet the inspector tomorrow. I'd talk through everything with him. Yeah, but let's see. So let's crack on today. We've had quite a few leads come in over the weekend, did quite a lot of social media posting on groups and stuff like that over the last couple of weeks. So I'm hoping that's where they've come from. We've had a couple of emails regarding leads as well. So I've got a couple of those booked in, and then I need to sort the rest out and then kind of catch up with admin and stuff like that. So let's crack on. Afternoon YouTube, what a fucking day. So, yeah, typical bank holiday. Someone's just said to me, it's just bank holiday blues. It's honest. We've had a nightmare, basically. We've had lads turning late. Obviously, knock-on effect there, so jobs don't quite get finished. So, then they won't go early on the same day because they've got an appointment booked. And it's like, fuck's sake, why don't you tell me about this appointment? We've got people asking for fucking circular saw blades, you know what I mean? They're not fucking cheap. Don't mind the odd time, but it's getting every fucking, you know, it wasn't long ago when we bought two. We've got fucking tools getting broken. We've had someone say that the transformer doesn't work. So I've drawn the line under that. I aren't buying any more tools. I mean, these are tradesmen we're talking about. They should have their own tools. And then we've got whinging about driving to Winslow, which is like about 19, maybe 20 miles from the door. Nothing, you know what I mean? Most companies probably pay mileage on anything over 30 miles, 20 miles, if they're being generous. You know what I mean? And it's just like, fucking, I've brought Dylan in to try and, you know, get a bit more organised on all of this, manage the projects, and the fucking poor lad's like frustrated as anything. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going because he's put the schedule together, and then he get like a phone call saying, oh yeah, I forgot I'm off Thursday. It's fucking like, Jesus Christ. And then, yeah, honestly, I know it's growing pains, and it's kind of, because the company's growing, we've got these little teething problems and stuff like that. But they're 10 times worse when I'm not on site and I can't just nip these problems in the bud, you know, and control things. It's like, I feel like I'm out of control. I've got Dylan in between us. He's doesn't know what to do for the best, you know what I mean? He's trying to arrange things, and I'm trying to get him to the point where he doesn't have to involve me, where he can deal with them things himself. But it's that complicated at times because people are moving things around all the time. It's just, I don't know where to go from here. Honestly, I'm this close to thinking, and I know I've said this before, and people might not take it seriously because I've said it before, but I am this close to thinking, right, fuck it, I will just do my own project, because as you know, I'm in property, you know, I buy property, I've got a plot of land at the minute that we're building a bungalow on. I can quite easily just spend my time on that site with maybe a couple of lads, you know, and it's going to be the couple that have been with me the longest, and just make a very easy living. Yeah, I'm not going to be a millionaire, but I'll be nice and comfortable. I won't be overworked. I'm not going to have any of this fucking stress, put it that way. You know, do I go back to that? Sell all the vans, I'm not going to have all them overheads. It could potentially be an easy life. And I wanted this. I wanted to grow the company. I wanted to have something to be proud of. And I wanted it for the lads that work for me as well. You know, it's not just about me. It's more about them. One of the lads has been with me for 15, well, probably longer than that, maybe 15, 16 years. And I've always said to him, when I'm done with Greenwood, it's yours, mate. So, just, yeah, it's like, honestly, don't know what to do. I am fucking frustrated as fuck. And now I've got to get into a van and drive up to Bradford because I'm booked on a networkers meeting. Because I thought everything was being taken care of, I could start doing more of this, more networking, bringing better jobs, better paid jobs, you know, better jobs as in easier to do, nice, clean jobs. But what's the point? If they're going to moan about travelling to them, and you know what I mean? And I can understand it if they're all on shit money, but they ain't. You know, it's decent money what we're paying. So anyway, I've babbled on far too long. I'm going to crack on, you know, for the last half hour. And I'm going to get into my van and I'm going to drive up to this networkers meeting and see where it goes from there. And tomorrow, I hope, is a completely different day, because I have just blown up on a WhatsApp message at all of them and just said, Luke, let me know if you want the job or not. If you don't, fine. We'll call it a day. If you do, let me know and start towing the line. back in the van. So, sorry about my little whinge earlier, but it's just, yeah, it's starting to get on top of me a little bit. So, but now we are on the way up to Keighley, which is quite a fair old way up. Phone's going. 2 secs, I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that, guys, that was my nan. So, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because my nan's still about, she's in her 90s. Yeah, my dad's passed away. That was my dad's mother. So, yeah, she's after timber. She's had a new log burner. So, she wants some wood. So, I've told her that, the guy that supplies all of our stairs and what, yeah, they actually sell ton bags of offcuts, like pine and stuff like that. So, I've told her I'd try to pick one up, but she's been that busy. So I haven't got around to doing it, so, but I need to do that for me nan. She's in the 90s, so a bit of timber will make her day, so I'll try and arrange that, get the pick up and go and pick a ton bag up and get it round the back for her, and yeah, that'll keep her going for a couple of weeks. But yeah, on my way up to Keighley now. I know it's a bit far from Stoke, well it's very far, but I've been saying that I was going to nip up to the Property and Poppadoms to meet up with Jackie Collier and all the usuals, because when I did my property training I went through Aspire Property, which is Jamie York, and he's speaking tonight, so I just thought it's an ideal opportunity, just catch up with them, show me face.
In about 17 miles, take exit 19 to merge onto the A556 towards Manchester S&C.
Sorry, sat nav, but yeah, just keep me toe in there with those people. Are you with me? So they're always good people to know, good people to network with. So, and I've not seen them for a while. Mrs is out running, so just thought I'd jump in the van, have a drive up there, have a curry, do a bit of networking, and then get back home late tonight. So I'll see you up there. Right, so because I have dished out a little bit of a bollocking about, you know, short notice, lads having time off, stuff like that, calling in sick, just, hey up, phone's ringing again. 2 seconds, it's Dylan anyway, so I'll keep you rolling. Hello?
Hey up.
Hey up mate, you alright?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, sound.
Fucking just had a thought, I'm going to ring Tyler now. I've just replied to Martin's update. Tyler's got your grinder and he's meant to be dropping it back. I'm going to ring you now because I think he might still be there, and then if he's dropped it off I'll go pick it up just so it's not fucking left there if he wants, because I don't want it to just be left.
Just tell him.
I don't pay for it or out, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do that.
No, tell him just fucking leave it in his car, I'll get it off him another day.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright mate,
No,
that's right.
people...
I just feel I don't want it fucking going missing like.
No, I don't want people driving around unnecessarily. So
Alright.
He's not stupid, you know what I mean? He'd probably put it inside that plastic box or something safe, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, I'll ring him now, just check on him.
Or he'll probably ring me when I'm not there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll see where he is and just see how he's getting on.
Yeah, alright, and sound.
Alright, mate. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, so obviously that was Dylan. Again, another issue. Lads have never seemed to have any tools. So someone's had to borrow one of my own grinders, which I've literally just bought because all of my other stuff's out in the vans. So yeah, basically dished out a little bit of a bollocking. Just, you know, I'm just fed up of it. And then we've had a message off one of the bricklayers, Josh, say that it felt like it was aimed at him, and it was aimed at everybody. So I'm not disregarding, I'm not disputing that at all, but he's jacked, he's handed his notice in. Don't know if he expected me to beg him to stay, but that's not, you know, the only reason I sent the message in the first place with the bollocking was, you know, for that. I asked them to say whether they wanted the job or not, because it sounded to me, the amount of time they were having off, that it's almost like they didn't want the job. So yeah, so unfortunately we're one man down, and we will be recruiting for another brickie at some point, or we might restructure slightly and recruit for some, you know, another trade and try and restructure it a bit better. But yeah, one man down. Happens to all companies though, and we'll get back from it. So let's get up to Keighley. So just finished watching Jamie speak. It's been a while since I last caught up with him. Pretty insightful to be honest. He always is every time I watch him. So we have to drive up. Obviously came up here anyway to drop some stuff off to my son. But yeah, hopefully I can catch him in a couple of minutes and get a few words off him. So now here with Jamie. Obviously you'll recognise this guy from the past. Some of my videos like go way back 3 or 4 years, or something like that, Jamie.
Yeah, a few years back.
So it's just incredible that I kind of met Jamie 3 years back when I was kind of a bit down in the dumps, kind of looking for something to move on to, trying to get out to construction, and now he's come full circle. And if anything, Jamie's helped me back into that industry by giving me some business sense. So it all kind of flows, doesn't it? It's kind of...
Yeah, well, I always say to people, like in property, if you stop thinking about it as a property business and you start thinking about it as a sales and marketing business and you approach it like that, then you'll attract and convert more customers and add more value. So that's all you've really done.
That's helped me in construction to kind of convert better leads, bring on better customers, and that obviously entails kind of builds a better business, to get to better turnover, but more, you know, profit, which is what you want in the end, isn't it? So.
Well, profit's key, because if all we're doing is earning more revenue, it's great for the ego, but it's not going to pay the bills. You know, you want to be taking profit home, you want to take money off the table, and then reinvest the rest into growing and getting better.
Appreciate that, mate. Thanks for saying a few words. Cheers. It's Wednesday morning. Well, it's not actually Wednesday morning, to be honest. It's getting close to the afternoon, so didn't pick the camera up this morning because we're just in the thick of it. Dylan has took Bryn over to Baskerville Road, and he's just done the gas check on there, so 0 milligram drop, so no leaks at all, so thumbs up with that one. All that's sorted now. It means the plasterer can get the rest of the ceiling boarded, finish off in the kitchen, get that finished so we can get on to the second fix. I've been stuck in this office all morning just chasing through leads and stuff like that. Dylan's out on site. We've got a pre-plaster inspection, so I've let him get on with it. Part of me wanted to go up there with him and kind of show him how to handle, you know, the inspections with the building inspector, but he's got Martin up there who's experienced with that, so I just feel like that he needs to learn from doing, so it's called kinesthetic learning, so big word there. So yeah, he's got to kind of feel his way, make a few mistakes, which I don't like because they cost money, but you learn by making mistakes, I think. So yeah, so I've left him to it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's all right. Martin's managed to get all the bits done, ready for that. The only thing that we're missing is first fix plumbing that we've not been able to get on as soon as we thought we would. So it is starting now, but it's not complete ready for the inspection. So hopefully he'll be happy with some photographs with that, or he can just nip back just before we start plastering. But yeah, trying to catch up with that now, and then just follow up on these leads, try and do some follow-ups on quotes that we've sent out as well. Dylan does that as well. He's actually got his laptop on site, so he's basically working from site this morning, and then he should be back in here this afternoon. So let's crack on. Hopefully the lads are on site. Well, hopefully, I know they are because I can see they've all clocked in. Last night I had a bit of a tizzy and kind of lost my rag a little bit with some of the lads because of the times that they, you know, just deciding that they're going to need a day off but not giving me any notice, nipping off and on site just as and when they please, which I suppose they can do, they're self-employed, but it doesn't help productivity. So I've tried to explain that to them. Basically said to them, Luke, do you want this job or do you not want the job? So, and one of them replied with, I'm leaving. So bye-bye, unfortunately. You know, good lad, you know, gets on with his work, good bricklayer, but he's decided he didn't like the bollocking, and he's off, he's gone. So I'm not going to be held to ransom by anyone, and I'm not going to try and beg to keep anyone here. If they don't want to be here, I'm not going to force them to be here. So I wish him luck in his new possession, wherever he goes. And we'll just crack on as a company. We have actually put some advertising out this morning for multi-skilled operatives. So ideally, joiners that can do a bit of everything. That's the ideal person that we want working for us. So if you're in Stoke and you're multi-skilled and you're looking for work and you want to come to work for a growing company that has things in place like this, systemised, try and reduce the amount of problems, drop us a comment or get in touch, send us a message. We might have something for you.
Hey up, still. So I'm at Wilmslow. We are prepping for the pre-plaster inspection. That's due today. So any second, any minute, we are expecting the inspector from Cheshire East Council on site. So lads are prepping, we've got Sparkies and the joiners here today. We're just basically finishing off, as you can see. We'll just go upstairs, have a little look round. Virtually there now. I think I showed you this the other day. It's the resin that the lads were doing for the roof. That resin there is from that. And then the skylight should be coming hopefully sometime next week or the week after. The lads are going to be fitting that. And then once the pre-plaster inspection gets passed, it's a go ahead.
Getting the gas prep for Monday, mate. So we're coming through the front room. Just going to feed across the top of here, and then I'm going to reduce it and then run it down to where the boilers go. Yeah. And then from the meter, I'm going punch a hole in this box here, run it through that wall there. And then run it up that corner, and then that's where the pipe is there, so I'm going to bend it in and make it all nice and neat and tidy in that corner, and then we'll have to box it in because it's 28mm pipe and you can't pass the board on top of it. Sweet. Back in the van. So we're now off to meet up with John Colclough again. Obviously he's the guy who we've bought the new unit off. We haven't really done much with it, to be fair. We've had the keys now for best part of a month. Done some photographs in there. That's probably about it. We have had the electrician up there, and he's had a look at trying to get the electric back on, which, we've got electric in there, but I still haven't signed the contract with John and agreed the terms to pay him, kind of thing. So I've just messaged him. We're both free, so I've just said I'd shoot up now, meet up with him, have a quick coffee with him and get it all sorted, because obviously we've had the keys for a month. So yeah, needs sorting. And I do want to start, make a start on getting that place ready. So, but it all comes down to that kind of thing. We've got to make some profit first in order to have the money to be able to do that place up, because I can't just have people working in there, just a desk up the corner of an old workshop. It's got to be, we need facilities, so need hot and cold running water, need electricity, and then I need to form the office as a bare minimum. At least when the office is there and it's up and running, we're there, we can have lads there on like rain days and stuff like that doing work, trying to just get it done. It's going to be a slow process. It's not going to be something that's going to happen quickly, but we will document it for you guys. Yeah, but it's not going to be a quick thing. So you're in for the long haul if you want to see how that comes on. But yeah, we're going to try and get a start made on it. We need to finish one of the jobs. I'm thinking Blurton Road, that's nearly up to wall plate. So when the roof goes on that, it's pretty plain sailing. Most of it's garage, and then the upstairs, pretty, one room, knock through, plaster it, first and second fix, which is not much. One radiator, a few sockets. There's no walls going up as of such at the minute. He might change his mind when he sees the space, because it's going to be massive, the room is. But we'll see. But hopefully I can get that one finished. That gives us a bit of breathing space. Like I've just told you, young Josh is left. He's gone on to pastures new. So I'm not sure whether to keep the team as it is for a little bit, because I think we kind of grew very quickly. Whether to keep it as it is for a little bit and see how we are. I have put some advertising out, so if someone comes to us via YouTube or via the advertising that we've put out and they are amazing, then we will take them on. But if no one comes, we're not in a massive rush at the moment. But we'll see where it goes, and hopefully we can get some footage of this new yard and office to you very shortly. And that is the end of Wednesday. I had to check that. I thought it was Thursday for a moment. So yeah, all done today. Dylan's Capital on Tap card has just turned up, so I've just put that on his desk. He needs to get that registered in his name. Just bits and bobs that he needs to pick up, and maybe the odd bit of fuel and what have you. He's just been into the office and gone. We've got all kinds that have gone on today. Pre-plaster inspection passed, no issues, so he coped with that fine. Obviously had Martin up there with him. Gas check on Baskerville Road, all passed, no leaks. I think I've already mentioned this earlier today. So all that can be boarded, that's flying forward. Ben is over on the Blurton Road job with Tyler. They're getting those corners built up, trying to get it up to wall plate. All of the joists went in last week, as you've seen. A few other little bits, anchor resin and stuff in the walls that needed to be finished. So yeah, lads are cracking on. We have just booked in another job today. It's only a little one, 40 grand, 45 to 50 grand by the time we fitted the kitchen, which is basically a garage conversion. So nice little job, not far from here, over in Longton. And then we have got tomorrow, best part of another, 160, 170 grand's worth of leads to go and view. So we're out tomorrow pricing jobs. And then we've just looped, we've got another one Tuesday that's just come in, extension lead. So just come off the phone to her, she seems pretty keen. Got a mortgage in principle already. This is the lengths that people are having to go to now to build an extension. It's gone, the days of just saving up to build an extension have gone, because the prices of them nowadays are getting up there with a small house. So an extension 5 years ago that was kind of 45, 50 grand is now knocking on for 80 to 90 grand. It's crazy. And then we've literally had an email this morning from our local supplier, Emery's, just to say that insulation is going up by another 25%. So, which I find absolutely scandalous, due to the fact that we have to have it. It's part of building regs. So they've got you by the danglies, basically. They have basically got your arm up your back saying, you've got to use this stuff. So that basically gives the suppliers a monopoly to basically price it however they see fit. So it goes up in value quicker than gold. So if you're into the stock market and you're into investing, I would say a good punt is to start investing in insulation companies, because with Part P coming in under the building regs, it's massive and you've got to have it, and the price of some of this stuff is ridiculous. Like a 150 mil Salatex sheet is knocking on for 70 quid now for one sheet. You know what I mean? When I first started in this industry, that was it was a new thing that was coming in. People were using polystyrene and all sorts before then. and I'm sure like 100mm sheet was something like about £6-7, and it's now, you know, 100mm probably up to about 45-50 quid with the VAT on. And I mean, that's some serious growth. So these companies are making money hand over fist, and it's due to the fact that we have to use it. There's no choice. You've got to use it.
Here you go, guys. I thought my day was finished. So you can see I'm here. It's, what time is it? It's 9:30, and I've had to come back into the office because I'm on the Screwfix website and I am ordering plumbing gear for tomorrow. Now, we had it all arranged, and we've just been told that our account is open with Screwfix. We've opened it like a credit account, but we can't use it until we receive the cards in the post, and yeah, that's going to take 10 working days. So we thought, like, right, Sam, we'll just turn up tomorrow and lads can just pick it up on the way into the job. But no, can't do that. So I'm here at 9:30, sitting in my dressing gown, having just had a bath. If you've noticed, my electrical shaver ran out, so I'm left with a little goatee and moustache. I'm struggling tonight, so I'm in here now ordering materials and paying for them so they can be picked up in the morning, so the lads are, you know, they can crack on with what they're doing. So fucking, this is real life building, are you with me? So Dylan said he would have done it, but obviously he hasn't got the means to pay for it. I have actually sorted him like the Capital on Tap card for himself to use with a lower limit on it, but he's not set it up yet. It's literally on his desk over there, ready to kind of register and set up tomorrow morning. So, but yeah, I'd have done this in the morning, but we've got a right busy day tomorrow. We've got back-to-back customers to see about quoting for jobs, so might as well get it done now, Anna.
Thursday morning, diary's absolutely chocker today with jobs to go and look at. So done quite a lot of social media posting recently, so we've had quite a lot of leads come in. We've tried to book them all so they're all on the same day, so it kind of helps the productivity, so it allows us to do what else we need to do on the other days. So today we've got 3 appointments booked in, kind of back to back from 10:30 till 3:30. So a couple of smaller jobs, one's a decent size extension, I think, if I can remember correctly. So we need to get in the van now, go out and start having a look at that. Dylan's going to come with me just to kind of observe, just in case I ever need him to go out and look at jobs. Obviously that's primarily my job in the company, but yeah, so let's get in the van and get going. So that was the first one we've just looked at, single rear extension. She seemed pretty keen to get it going, got a realistic budget. So yeah, like I say, normally I wouldn't leave without creating the next appointment or the next stage, which is obviously getting the architect involved. But she had been ripped off by a builder previously, so just wanted to reassure her that that's not what we're about. Give her some information so she could go and have a look at our Facebook page, so she could see like daily works, what we're getting up to daily, not just a finished product that looks all nice and shiny. And then I've encouraged her to just come and have a look at a couple of our projects, what we're in the middle of. But yeah, seems pretty keen. I would expect a phone call off her probably over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, nice little job. Let's get over to the next one. Last one of the day, we are nipping over to Newcastle, I think, to look at an understairs toilet. So it's not normally the kind of job that we do, but we're trying to widen our horizons, do a little bit more of the smaller jobs to infill some of the gaps. So me and Dylan are just on his way down there now. He's just come and shadow me, just see what happens when we go and price jobs. Yeah, so jump in the van now get over there, and last one of the day. I've just come back from the other one, which was a garage conversion, and we've managed to put the quote together for that one. That can be sent over. I hope my van's not opening. What's up with the van? There you go. So yeah, that one's all done. Now we can get that one sent over as soon as we get back from this one, and hopefully should be able to knock off, have a bit of tea, and relax for half an hour before we have to jump back in for do the war rooms with Chris and Alex and the rest of the lads. So let's get over it and sort this one out.
Based on the quantity that we do, so that's how it is now. Beforehand, I priced it down to actually figure out the numbers, but going forward, it was just to multiply 50 grand a unit, and it was easy then for him as well to purchase because he could look at a commercial.
It's Friday morning, guys, so my morning has been spent just making sure that my slides and everything are up to date, because I'm speaking tonight at the Hard Hats to Heels event, and guess who has just walked in? So seems we have a visitor.
Hello.
So this lady is actually speaking tonight with me at Hard Hats to Heels, so looking forward to it.
I'm really excited.
I'm shitting myself.
The men are going to be in the room, but the women are going to slay.
It's one of them, because I was brought up predominantly by women, you know, single mum, loads of women round in the house. Women are kind of the people I respect more than anyone else.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous, and I don't get nervous.
See, I'm the opposite. I've literally, when I did engineering, been in the Scouts, I've grown up surrounded by guys.
Yeah.
So when I go to Hard Hats to Heels, that's where I'm uncomfortable. But you've got to put yourself in uncomfortable positions,
Yeah, definitely.
otherwise you don't grow.
Right.
Yeah?
Sorry about that, guys. Lottie just popped in. She basically came to give us the key for the office. So basically, obviously, you might already know, you might not, that she used to share this office with me. I used to try and help her out a little bit. She was starting a new company up, which is Your Keys Lettings. She didn't have an office space, so we had the spare desk there that obviously like Dylan's using now. But yeah, she used to sit in that side of the office, but she's now got her own office. She's grown that much in the space of 6 months, and all the power to her. Yeah, she's doing really well, got her own office, so she just dropped that key off for me, so obviously Dylan's got one. But yeah, she is actually speaking tonight as well as me at the Hard Hats to Heels event. So just said to her, I'm quite nervous, so as you've just seen. So I think it's because it's women, and I was brought up by a single mother. So women are, you know, I respect women more than I do guys as a general rule of thumb. So yeah, I was brought up around women. But anyway, that's not builders talk, and that's what we're here for. It's called the Builder's Diary. But yeah, we need to crack on now. I've got to run through my slides. I've got a few invoices that I need to send. I've got to run through my profit and loss this morning as well, just check where we are with stuff like that. I've noticed there's a little bit of a downturn since we've grown. Kind of, we've got more wages. We obviously took the unit on, so there's a cost there to that. We've got another van that we're paying for. You know, just extra costs by growing the company. So, and I've noticed we're not making as much profit as we was when we were smaller, which I've been told is kind of normal. The percentage of profit that you make when you grow gets lower, but the profit itself rises up, because take this example, 2% of £1 million is more than 10% of 100 grand. Are you with me? So you're actually making more profit, but the percentage comes down. So, but yeah, it doesn't look amazing this month, which is slightly worrying. I want to be transparent with you guys. I've literally just sent a message to Chris and Alex. We're going to meet up next week to try and work through and have a look at what's happening, and, you know what I mean, just to see whether this is normal behaviour, or, you know, whether it's something that I need to change. But yeah, back in the van. So we are now basically heading down to Dudley, because, as I've mentioned a couple of times before, we are speaking tonight. Well, I am speaking at the Hard Hats to Heels Hayley Andrews has invited me down to come and speak. It's a mixed room. It's normally women only.
At the roundabout, take the second exit towards Woolstanton.
Bloody sat nav. So yeah, I'm heading down there. But one thing that's proper chuffed me today is one of the guys that works for me, Big Ben. Stick a picture of him up there in a sec. He has just completed today on his first property, so he's bought his own house, so which is ace for me. When he come to work for me, he was 16 years old, kind of just left KFC working there, fed up of working like in a bit of a dead-end job, and he's worked his nuts off ever since he came to me. Now, I'm not going to lie, he was very much get his wages Friday night and he was skint Monday morning. You know, he lived for going to the pub and stuff like that, but he was young. So, but since the time I've got into property, I have convinced him to kind of, you know,
in half a mile, turn left
push
onto Watland.
Bloody sat nav, shut up. So yeah, to push him to try and buy his own property. And stop wasting his money basically, and he's got his head screwed on, he's saved up. His granddad's left him a bit of money when he passed away, but he's put it to good use, and today he's completed on his first property. He's well chuffed, and I feel kind of like I've helped him do that, because he's had work constantly off me for 15-16 years now. So it was quite a proud moment, and I bet it's a really proud moment for him, and I'm chuffed for him. So, but yeah, let's now get down to Dudley, and I will see you when we get there, if we're allowed to film when we get in there. There you go, guys, that is this week's video. Really enjoyed speaking at the Hard Hats to Heels event. It actually shocked me. It was an amazing event. The buzz in the room was phenomenal. So some of those women in there doing some amazing things, and then obviously the guys that were in there as well, some absolutely smashing it out of the park. But it was good to talk, get some value over to people, but also come away with a couple of leads for jobs. So really good, enjoyed the night. So Hayley, massive thumbs up, mate. That honestly really good. Right, that's the end of the video for this week, guys. If you want to watch last week's episode, just have a look at that link up there somewhere. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, and I know you do because it helps us massively, just have a look at that link there. And I will see you guys next week.